Yo. Once again, we're back. This is We're Just Messengers podcast. Of course, I'm Mo.
I'm Mike.
Once again, we back in the building, man. I got my dog Drew Money on the boards.
How y'all fellas feeling?
Feeling good.
Feeling great, man. Feeling great. We back in here, man. Mike, how you feeling, bro?
Feeling good, man. Glad to be out this quarantine, man. Sorry for last week, no episode, y'all. More had me on quarantine, but I just got my results back today. This morning, actually, and I came back negative, so, Moise had me on the lockdown.
Negative.
So, yeah, man, so.
Did you, what you doing? You got your results back,
Like this morning, 8 o'clock this morning.
All right. So, you fresh off.
Yeah, fresh.
Did you play T Grizzly first day out?
Nah, I was glad to get in the whip and go somewhere.
Word. So you been in the house the whole week? You ain't do nothing?
I ain't did nothing.
You ain't even
I went outside, sit in my garage and shit.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You ain't
Yeah. Oh, you gotta go outside now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At least
gotta,
take a walk or something?
Yeah.
Right.
I've been doing that, walk around the neighborhood, but them boys been strict about the quarantine rules,
Yeah.
So they don't really want you in contact with nobody until you get shit done. If I needed something from the store, the more I had to leave that shit at my front door and dip.
Yeah, you did you was on Postmates and all of that shit.
Yeah, or I got my girl to drop me something off or something like that, or my sisters. So, that's about it. But, I hope y'all still taking this shit serious out here, man. I know Charleston County set a record, what was that, last Friday? For cases in a day.
I don't think nobody taking it seriously because this whole weekend I've been seeing nothing but pool
Yo, what's
parties.
up with that vibe shit?
What?
I'm outside looking in when it comes to that. So what exactly happened with it? Did they have cases or they just shut it down because...
I'm not sure. I can't confirm if they had cases within the club or whatnot. But, I guess they shut down. From what I was told, it had to do something with remodeling and shit like that, too. So it wasn't just cases. So I can't really just say they had, cases running rampant because... it's easy to just say hey, Vibes got all these cases, but you can catch this shit anywhere. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember you're taking a risk on anywhere. So, I'm not gonna just put all the blame on them. You know what I'm saying? As far as niggas catching the Rona around here, because like I said, niggas, I don't feel people taking this shit seriously, man. Like this weekend, I'm seeing nothing but people at pool parties and in the club still, and all kind of shit, man. This shit is...
The pool parties is wild.
Yeah, it's that shit just crazy to me, man. And then for one, I've been X'd out public pools for one. So to be in a public pool in this time, in this climate, you know what I'm saying, in this pandemic, that shit just never sit right with me. That's all I really got to say about that, man. I don't really... it's easy to blame Vibes, but like I said, you can catch shit at the gas station. You know what I'm saying? You catch it anywhere. So
yeah, them cases that they had reported on Friday. That shit was crazy. I think statewide had broke a record too, but I think them one had 350 something in one day in Charleston County just by itself.
That's just in Charleston County.
That's just in Charleston County.
That's crazy. I'm not laughing at people catching this shit, but that's crazy, dog.
350. Yeah. And it's even when I was on quarantine, I was just all I could do was just catch up on news and watch certain shit. And I'm just seeing even in different states with places who had opened up bars and now they saying they closing down bars. Well, it went from 50% to 25% down to now they closing the shit. Mm-hmm. In Texas, I know in Texas they did that, and I was well, damn, they was one of the first ones to open back up, and now y'all
that shit done
y'all
whoop
closing.
Their ass again.
Yeah, for sure. So, people better take this shit serious, man. There's nothing to play with out here.
Nothing to play with. One of my partners, a dude that he played,
one of my family members got that shit, man.
He do church. He played different churches and shit like that. One of his band members passed away. He was only 25. God, you know what I'm saying? Damn. So, like I said, man, condolences to him and his family. But like I said, people need to take this shit seriously, man. This ain't nothing to play with, man. When I see all these people at these, these functions and beach parties, I'm always with, enjoying
we already midway through the year, past midway through the year now. Yeah. Like July seemed like it's gonna blow by. I usually say July go by slow, but I think July gonna breeze by. And it's like you got August, September, like 2020 already a dub. Cause we ain't even get the cold. We ain't even hit fall months and winter months, and that's when it's supposed to creep back. You know, people real nasty around them months. So
I mean, cause that's when it really like hit the first time during the winter months. So.
You got to figure too, like our winter really ain't till like December. I mean, January. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, man. Then they talking about this new strain,
and that they found that in Houston. So, and that's like a mutated form of this shit. So, I don't know, man. I ain't playing around with this shit, man. Like, I ain't been to nobody kickbacks and functions and shit like that. Like, if I am around people, it's people that I know.
I heard
that I really trust. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I heard one airline had like 500 passengers infected. 500 employees infected, and 10 of them passed away. I can't remember what airline it was, though. I think it was American Airlines. You got to figure, too, they already had big layoffs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I know a few flight attendants who not working due to this. So. Yeah, man, this shit serious across the board, man. It's, be safe out here and take it seriously, man.
Yeah, man.
Take it way more seriously than, people have been doing. So, while we was gone, man, we didn't get to speak on the Fab and Jada versus battle, man. You watched it live? Mm-hmm. Drew, you watched it? Man. How you feel about it, Mike?
Yeah, it was a massacre. I don't think Fab really went into that shit with no game plan, man. I felt like Jada came into it with a game plan. He stuck to his game plan.
I thought Fab was trying to be too cool, man.
And he was trumping them with some of the R&B records too. Yeah, so it was like it was a dub, man.
I don't think that DJ was the one for him. Like when I found out that DJ Clue was actually in there the whole time, I was like, dog, what the fuck?
Let me see if I can find the actual 20 for 20 hit list that they went up against.
Jada didn't even play We Gonna Make It.
Yeah, he did. That was the last one.
That was the last one? Mm-hmm. Oh, all right. I really didn't. I kind of zoned out towards the end. So I was like, did Fab even get over like 7?
Not to me. I think he got about 5 or 6. Because I had Jada winning like 14-6, maybe 15-5. Debatable. So it's like, I can't find it right now. But overall, what's your thoughts on it while I'm finding this shit?
I had Jada Kiss coming out and winning it. I didn't think it was gonna be like that, but I had him winning. For him to run off with it like that was kind of crazy because it really could have been a little bit more even keeled if Fab came in the right bag as far as the records that he picked. But it's like every time Fab did like something, like Jadakiss like.
Okay, I got the list.
Got the list. It's like every time Fabulous did something, like Jadakiss like nah, nigga, like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. That shit got ugly quick.
So round 1, Jada came out the gate with Blackout, and then Fab came out with his feature with You Ain't Got Nothing with Lil Wayne. That goes to Blackout. Then you had Recognize versus 6 minutes. I gave Fab 6 minutes.
I gave him that too.
Made You Look remix Nas, Started Up Lloyd Banks. I gave it to Made You Look. But an argument could be made for
that could have went either way.
Yeah. Then By Your Side, Jada, and then Trade It All Part 2. I gave that to Fab for Trade It All. Then this one it starts to get ugly. So
I didn't even give him that when he did that Trade It All shit. I was like, nah. But I wouldn't argue it. Yeah.
All For Your Love, The Locks versus I'ma Do It. Come on, man. Chest to Chest Freestyle versus Keep It Gangsta. Chest to Chest. World War III versus Gangsters Don't Play. Banned From TV versus Brooklyn. Gotta give it to Van TV. Blood Pressure versus Young OG. Come on, man. Can I Live? Black Rob versus OJ with Jeezy. Can I Live? Switch. I think they both played that. Oh yeah, no, I'm thinking of a song. That's just when they switched. So Fab went first. So he went Ball Drop, and then Jada put Victory on his neck. You already know where that's going. Victory. Then Mighty D Block versus Uptown Vibes. Now, I'm gonna say this: when that album first came out on Meek's album, Uptown Vibes, I fuck with that record. But versus Victory, no way. There's no way you can. Versus Mighty D Block. There's no way that's winning. Fuck You versus Can't Deny It. I gave Fab that one. Can't Deny It. Knock Yourself Out versus Throw It in the Bag. I gave Knock Yourself Out. Run Remix versus Holla Back Youngin. I felt like that could go either way, but I gave it to Holla Back. I gave it.
Go either way.
Then All About the Benjamins.
That Holla Back record was a moment.
All About the Benjamins versus You Be Killing Them. Nah. Like it just felt like when they did the switch and Fab was going first, it was like Jada was just coming, like trumping all his biggest hits.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's just dropping.
You Be Killing Them is a banger, but All About the Benjamins, come on, man.
He was dropping big jokers on that ass.
And then Make Me Better versus Back to Life. I gave it Back to Life, but I'm not a fan of Make Me Better, to be honest with you. I know him and Neo did their thing on that. Ride or Die Bitch versus Can't Let You Go. I gave it to Ride or Die. Diamond in the Rough Remix versus So Into You. I gave it to So Into You just cause. And then We Gon' Make It versus Breathe. So he came when Fad came with Breathe, he was just like, fuck it. We Gon' Make It is cool.
It's an all-time classic, man.
Yeah, man, you not fuck with that. So all in all though, I gave Jada the win like 14-6. So yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that's all you really can't say about that, honestly. Like, Jada washed him, man.
A big time wash.
It was a big time wash. The streets talking now. We need either that T.I. and Ross or Ross and Jeezy.
Yeah, I see niggas getting real disrespectful towards Ross.
Niggas being real disrespectful to both parties, though. It's disrespect towards both parties, and I'm gonna say this. When this shit happens, because I think it's going to happen.
It could easily be a tie.
It could easily be a tie.
Because if it's 11-9, that just means somebody.
Yeah, it was those two. Those were debatable too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Those are debatable.
But it's like
probably the most even. Well, Fab and Jada could have been even, but it's all about how you approach it, and that's what I said yesterday on Twitter. It's going to be all about how you approach it.
Like,
if you come in there bullshitting now,
like how Jada did his, that's how you supposed to do like a record for record, like. Mm-hmm. You
because Ross and T.I. both got 20, but don't fumble the 20.
Yeah, don't fumble. You can like I'm saying, Fab. Nobody's saying Fab didn't have 20 records, but he fumbled that 20 records.
He didn't play nothing from his
nothing from the there's no competition.
He played one, and then
he didn't play the shit that he needed to play. You know what I'm saying?
He played nothing from Soul Tape 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
One, he didn't play nothing from 2.
He didn't do nothing that he was supposed to do. Like that DJ let him down. So I was like I'm saying though, like it's easy to just look at it and be like, oh nah, like he gonna wash Ross, but like nah, like that's really not how it's
niggas say 17-3, 15-5, T.I. I'm like no, dog. And then features, I'm like okay. Does Ross not have features?
If we gonna go features,
does Ross not have features too? Like, come on, bro. I mean, he can easily trump anything with Devil in the New Dress. That's an automatic W right there.
Like this, it could be a very, very, very good battle, bro. Like
very good. It's all about how you approach it.
And niggas,
T.I. got some shit.
T.I. got some shit. And I'll say this though, to say that, because T.I. like his last few albums ain't really been like, they haven't really stuck like how the first wave of his career has. Mm-hmm. But to say that he still got some shit.
I would expect T.I. to come out the gate with About the Money. I would expect him to come out the gates with something like that. With him and Doug.
I feel like that should be like something he do. Like he should drop that like in the middle, like
in the middle or in the beginning. I feel like he would drop that right out the gate.
Coming out to be in the beginning, he need to hit him with like 24s or something, bro. Like
I feel like his last track would be What You Know.
Yeah.
What You Know could be, and that was his most successful, like as far as like selling and biggest hit. That was his most successful record. And everybody was like, well, what I like you said, I saw it on both sides. People was like, what does T.I. have better than Hustling, or what does Ross have to match 24s? I'm like, all right now, like we ain't about to do that.
Y'all tripping.
Like he don't got BMF, like, or I'm Not a Star, MC Hammer. You see what I'm saying?
9-piece with T.I.
You see what I'm saying? Push It.
Well, it's two versions of 9-piece. There's one with Wayne and there's one with T.I. So,
Boss with T-Pain. Like, come on, man.
Come on.
They even like the girl records. Like if T.I. play Why You Wanna, Ross can play that shit right and come with Here I Am.
Here I Am
with Nelly and Avery Storm.
I see a lot of people saying Diced Pineapples. I see a lot of people. I ain't really seen nobody bring up that track with Nicki Minaj, that Boss song. I don't see nobody say that.
Man, I know it's not really a big hit, but Ross could throw Rich Off Cocaine in there.
Yeah.
That shit was fire. If you play the shit right.
Yeah.
Like if T.I. was to try to come with like Let's Get Away, I can see Ross playing that right after that. Yeah. Because Avery Storm was killing on that shit.
Where Avery Storm at, dog?
I don't know. I asked that shit last
year. That nigga was a magician with them hooks, dog.
With them vocals, yeah.
That nigga was a beast with them hooks, dog. Where is?
I would honestly though. I would give the edge to Ross. I would give the edge to Ross.
I fuck with T.I.
I would probably give him 12. I would probably give him like 12 rounds or is it 8, depending on how they play it. But either one could get fucked up if they don't do it right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it could be a runaway if they drop the bag with their list. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking at it.
I'm interested to see like if songs go head to head, what the temperature gonna be like. Because you know how niggas get. It's like, oh my god, that song way better than that, and it's like, all right now, like.
It's gonna be niggas.
A lot of these shits could be debatable.
It's gonna be niggas in the comments talking crazy now, like with the bias now, like it's still niggas talking crazy about Manny Fresh and Scott Storch battle, like they like Manny Fresh embarrassed himself, and I'm like, what?
Like when niggas was talking about like with 24s, I'm like, all right now, like 24s is a big song, but we ain't gonna act like Ross ain't got nothing to trump that now. Like,
so they was basically saying it like 24s is like the end all, kind of like
not the end all, but it was just like they was just throwing them out there like bring them out 24s, dope boys,
yeah,
shit like that. So it's just like all right now, like
wasn't that we talking about T.I. wasn't that Live Your Life song bigger than
Why you want what you know?
What You Know?
No, it wasn't. It came close.
What about the shit he had with Justin Timberlake, the Dead and Gone track?
No, it wasn't as big.
No.
Now, Live Your Life might have been with Rihanna. It might have been bigger than what you
that was like the
what you know, but I don't know. I don't think so. Either if they want to throw their diss songs in there, you got Mafia Music versus What's Up, What's Happening. Come on now, Mafia Music is fucking legendary, and what that's what I'm saying. A lot of these shit can be debatable. Like even when you want to talk about that, or he could play Idols versus Rivals. If T.I. was to drop that, what's up, what's happening? So, I mean, I don't know. It's all about how you approach this shit. That's crazy because I made the T.I. and Ross playlist like some months back, and I was looking at this shit. I'm like, hold on now. Like, y'all niggas talking crazy. I understand, like.
Now, T.I. get busy now. Like,
yeah, T.I. get busy. Like, Rubber Band Man.
Get busy, like, when it comes
They was talking about what does Ross have to go up against Rubber Band Man, and I'm like, dawg, like, that nigga could play...
you can play a few things to go against that, honestly.
Yeah. Push it. You can play that. You can play Blow featuring Cool and Dre.
Stop right there.
That shit fire.
Like, come on, man. Like, I can't let nobody talk crazy about either one of them when it comes to like, you know, hits.
So then, even if you want to talk about like Slideshow with John Legend, that was a big song.
Yeah.
You could play Gold Roses, and that was just off his last album.
Yeah. That was a dope record.
Big shit popping.
He can play his. He can play Three Kings.
Yep. With that was Nas and
No, it was Hov and Dr. Dre.
Hov and Dre. Oh, okay. Yeah. You're right.
So that could go.
Let T.I. play Swagger Like Us. Then you got Maybach Music too.
Maybach
Music 2 and Swagger Like Us are really like neck and neck, bro. Like them two songs, those are neck and neck. So I don't know what niggas talking about. Then you got Devil Is a Lie. You could play. T.I. could play About the Money if he wanted to. Stay Scheming. Top Back. Those can go hand in hand.
Beat Down Low.
Come on, man.
It could be a very good battle, man.
Yeah, Magnificent. T.I. could play You Know What It Is. I like that song a lot. That was one of my favorite T.I. songs. Freemason.
And that's just like shit off albums. Like we ain't touched like, mixtapes, deep cuts. Like we ain't B-sides. Like we ain't touched none of that.
You know, Tears of Joy? Come on, man. I say this shit could go either. It could go, like I said, if you want to approach this shit how you want to, like
don't disrespect Ross, man. That's all I was. Don't disrespect my dog, bro. Like my dog can get busy.
Hey, who got the better Meek Mill feature, Hefe or So Sophisticated?
Nah, Meek Mill went in on So Sophisticated, dog.
He did, but Hefe, that shit fire. Cause both of them boy was just that beat coming in.
Yeah,
boy was skating now, and that's all T.I. last album. Yeah. I like that album a lot, by the way, too. That was a good album. That was a real good album.
Sophisticated. That's just across the board. That's like a banger like across the board. Like Meek Mill went in on So Sophisticated, bro.
Yeah, he did.
I gotta give him that.
You Don't Know Me. Shit, Ross could play. He could play Acid Martin music, Thug Cry. I just know I got T.I. probably ending with What You Know, because I feel like that was or ASAP. He could end with ASAP.
ASAP, man. T.I. got some bangers.
Hell
bro.
yeah, that's my favorite T.I. album too.
I can't really say. I can't say it'll be a wash either way. I'll enjoy that like all the way.
What's your favorite T.I. and Ross album?
My favorite T.I. album. Shit, man. I be going back and forth between trap music and urban legend all the time, but urban legend like that was a really good year. Urban legend came out.
I fuck with Urban Legend. That's
Urban
my
legend
one.
is that's like.
I would feel like that's his best one. People say Paper Trail.
That nigga was in his bag.
But
on Urban,
like
legend,
Urban Legend.
Bro. That nigga was in his bag, bro. And Ross. I like all Ross albums.
Shit, people say King. King is his best album.
I heard a lot of people say King is his best album. That was a very good album, though.
I'm Straight.
Yeah.
With BG.
King got some bangers on it, too.
Yeah, it do.
Damn, I forgot about I'm Straight. That was a banger, dog.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Ross, man. See, that's like picking like I don't have multiple kids, but it would be like
rap, man.
I gotta go deeper. I can go deeper than rap.
I know a lot of people say Teflon Don. Teflon Don is really nothing but hits, though. I can't lie, like his, that shit is nothing but hits. What Deeper Than Rap is, like, Deeper Than Rap, I feel like he was just in a different.
Like we was robbed because Rich Forever mixtape was supposed to be the album, bro. Like. That Rich Forever.
I'm saying, if you go about this shit the right way,
that's what I'm saying.
Like, he can really get into his Rich Forever bag.
Run off with this shit, like if he wanted to. Like, you forgot about the Albert Anastasia mixtape. Mm-hmm. Like, bro, like this shit can go.
Rich Forever was arguably the best mixtape of the last decade. So arguably, like,
yeah, from the 2010s.
Because you got to think, coming in 2012, that was the mixtape. That was one of the first mixtapes to drop in 2012. Was Rich Forever? That came out like January.
Yep, it did come out in January. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, that definitely got me. I was on that till like summertime, bro.
Hell yeah, boy. And then he came out with God Forgives I Don't later that year. But Rich Forever was like that was a shit.
Nah,
I would say, album-wise, I would say Deeper Than Rap for me. I would say Deeper Than Rap.
Ross definitely got one of the better discographies in rap, period, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's another debate.
I would say, like, I really didn't like Hood Billionaire, but Hood Billionaire grew on me a little bit. I can't say he got nothing that's flat out trash. I think when Hood Billionaire first came out, I felt like it was because he had just gave us Mastermind. So I think when he just pushed us with Hood Billionaire, like with really no promo, I was kind of like, but it does flow together pretty good. I just don't think it got the hits on it like the rest of the other albums.
I feel like that about that Black Market album, though. That's how I feel about that.
See, the mixtape was good.
The album was fire.
The mixtape was fire, but the album wasn't really.
I feel like he could have kind of take some of those. If he took like the best 5 songs of that mixtape and took like the best 5 songs off that album and made them shit, that would have been like a perfect album.
Because Market was a mixtape and Dollar was the album, right?
Black Dollar was the album. Black Market was the mixtape.
Mixtape, yeah.
Like that, yeah, you're right. All right, so I'm thinking about the mixtape. That Black Market mixtape was fire, like, yeah. But I kind of do like the album too, though. But that mixtape, yeah, they both get busy now, like, cause even if T.I. mixtape wise, we don't really talk about it, but he's one of the first Gangsta Grills like series, like, period. So I'll give him that too, like mixtapes, cause he got classic mixtapes too. But that would be a very, very good battle, man.
For sure. I hope Versus set that up.
Even if Jeezy step up and battle somebody, like if he battle one of them, like I would be satisfied.
His mixtape bag is deep too.
Let's talk about that. We can talk about that too.
Yeah, his mixtape, like the Realest Back series.
The Realest Back. What's the tape that had all of the bricks on the cover? That was a good tape. What was that called? 1,000 grams or something like that.
Something like that. I think so. Yeah. Then we not even gonna talk about probably the greatest mixtape ever. Maybe the mixtape that changed the game. Trap or Die.
Yeah.
TM 101.
He could just let that go like
102. Like recession. Yeah, it could get real bleak for niggas quick when it come to Jeezy.
And
I would like to see a Jeezy, but niggas say Jeezy Gucci probably.
That's not gonna happen. That'll never happen. No, the thing about the Jeezy shit is like, all right, a nigga can play a record, and like say like you play a record, and then like Jeezy just play like the bottom of the map. You already know that's a rap just from hearing that first 4 seconds. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right. Like, you might as well just skip the song. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like
My Hood?
He can play like My Hood. Like, you go, all right, nah, that's it right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It depends on the track though. But it can be easy like runaway rounds. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
realest nigga in it. Already know. Got Trap of the Year 4 times in a row.
What they give you? Like, come on, bro. Like, that shit can get ugly, man. That shit can get ugly.
Oh,
that's all I got to say, man.
I'm interested to see who Jeezy will go up against, though.
Yeah.
I could see him going up against Ross or T.I.
That would probably have to be the next battle. Like, whoever out of... Because niggas want that T.I. and Ross battle. Like, people do want a Jeezy battle, but I've seen more, like, outpour for the Ross and T.I., so... I want
to see Wayne go up against somebody.
Who would Wayne go against?
I'm thinking it had to be somebody from the South. I don't think nobody from the North really want to fuck with that.
Nah, they can't.
Unless you want to put Wayne against T.I. or Ross, but I don't know about that one. I don't know. I feel like that could get ugly.
We need another R&B one too, though. I would want to see.
I want to see Mary J versus Mariah Carey, dog.
Oh, that would be fire.
I want to see Mary J. Blige versus Mariah Carey. Like I did a playlist for that one a while back too.
They canceled. You see, they canceled that Brandy and Monica one.
Why?
Monica says something happened. I'm not sure. I don't want to quote her, but it was. I did see somewhere that Monica released a statement, and this shit just
Mary and Mariah would be real good because Mary against anybody else is a wash. Let's just get that clear. So it got to be somebody within her class. Like, could you see Mary going up against Brandy or Monica?
Nah. I love Monica and Brandy can blow too now, but nah. Hits. We talking hits.
Yeah. No. So I think Mariah Carey and Mary J. Blige
would have to be Mariah. It would have to be her and only her.
Sure. Or it wouldn't. That'd be that would be like on some Jill Scott, like Erykah Badu shit. Like, I don't think nobody really beating nobody like easily in that one. That'd just be a good fucking vibe.
Word.
I'm trying to think of somebody else we could get R&B. Even on the male side.
Who would you like if Trey Songz did one? Who would you see him battle?
Lloyd.
That would be a good one. I feel like Lloyd don't get the recognition.
Lloyd and Trey Songz that'd be a good one.
That would be a very good battle. Mm-hmm. Damn, like niggas don't talk about Lloyd like that, but
Lloyd got some shit. His last album was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a good album. Damn, like you right. That would
Lloyd.
be a good album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, niggas be forgetting about him. Yeah, you probably put Trey against I don't know. Who else would kind of be like in his? I don't know. The Miguel battle never happened.
Who was he supposed to battle?
Wasn't he supposed to go up against? No, I think they was talking about him going up against Jacquees.
Nah.
I think they was talking about that, and niggas was like,
Nah, I'm not trying to see that. And I fuck with Jacquees too, but nah. I don't think he's... Nah, not against Miguel. Nah. Who the fuck would Miguel even battle? Like, I don't even think that would make any sense. With Jacquees, hell no. Hell no, man. Man. So let's move on, man. My dog Pop Smoke dropped his debut album. Before we get into this, rest in peace to my dog Pop Smoke. I listened to the album, man. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. And it don't have any bad takes on the album. I thought it was pretty decent. For a Pop Smoke debut album, I feel like he was actually alive and had more input on the tracks that were picked for the album. I feel like we would have got a more raw sounding album. 50 Cent, I think he did the best he could do. I don't think Quavo should have been on this album three times. I don't understand that.
Niggas was running out with his stats on Twitter with that shit too. Like,
what?
Talking about this nigga was dropping like quadruple doubles or some shit. Cause he had 3 features on Pop Smoke album. You know how niggas do when they get their little character stat line. Them boy had one of Wilt Chamberlain. This nigga had like 53 points, 15 blocks, 10 assists, 25 rebounds. Talking about Quavo on Pop Smoke album. Like, no. I could have done without him on 2 of those, to be honest with you. Honestly, I think the album was cool. It could have been better.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like if he was actually here.
And I actually grew on Pop Smoke. I wasn't a Pop Smoke fan at first, but I started liking his music.
I like his energy, man. I feel like I said, like if he was actually here to pick a lot of the songs, we would have got a more like edgy, like raw.
He remind me of a 50, but with his own style, like voice wise.
Yeah. Like
I kind of got that energy from him, but he got his own type of like, persona, so to say.
Yeah, man. I feel like that. I'm not really. I don't have any negative takes on the album as far as like the songs or whatever. But I just know for a fact if he was here, we would have got like a way different sounding. Like it would have been like some real like drill music type shit. Like, but I'm still cool with it, man. Rest in peace to him. And I see the people have spoken and they've got Virgil out of the paint once again. For that bullshit ass cover that he tried to do to my dog. And
the nigga really didn't put no work into that shit at all.
The people have spoken, man. Salute the troops. I know I signed that petition. Did you sign it? No, it was a real petition I signed that shit. You know what I'm saying? With the quickness.
Nah, I didn't even see it.
Nah, I signed that shit. Like I saw that shit.
What the fuck Virgil got going on, dog? Like
they made that nigga manager to pull that shit, dog.
So, as he shoulda.
Yeah, that shit was trash.
Garbage.
Trash. And the crazy shit is though, like I remember like Virgil tweeted this a long time. He was like graphic design is the best scam ever. And when I saw that, that's the one time I was like, dog, this nigga really do not take this shit seriously.
I saw some people who put up they like possible ones. I saw one that was like, it had like the halo around Pop Smoke head, and you can see his braid. Then you can see like the city in the background. It was like a goldish. That was my favorite one out of all of them. I was like, that was the one.
Niggas going off on them shit, bro. Like, what I feel they should have did, they should have just took all of them covers and made one cover. That would have been dope too.
Oh, kind of like a
collage and just made all
like how Meek did that for his Wins or Losses album. He had like different pictures and just made a collage. Yeah, that would have been fire.
That would have been fire.
Yeah,
that would have been fire.
I know exactly which one you talking about.
But yeah,
that shit was gas.
Yeah, man. Virgil gotta go, man. Like
he be wilding, man.
That's a funny nigga, man. Like that's a funny.
I'm trying to think about like what was the process of him even like approaching the shit. I don't feel like it was timely at all. Like he was just like, man, let me just go ahead, throw a little thing together and get this shit on. It's like, damn, dog. Like,
look, he did that shit like a couple hours before he posted it. Like, that's not nothing that he been working on. That couldn't be. Like that's literally just some shit you do on Photoshop in like 20 minutes. Like that shit look like it needed. That looked like some shit a nigga draw and be like, hey, this is what I'm looking for. Can you do something better than this? That's what that was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. It's like that idea that you sketch down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like, can you do this? Like, that's what that was. Like, that shit out of here, man. Boy, I signed that petition with the quickness, boy. For real.
Damn, Verge.
I wasn't fucking around with that. Kanye, new Gap deal. How you feel about that?
I'm interested to see what he got rolling out with that, man. I'm not really a big Gap shopper. I actually want to start going there just to see if they got some shit that I would wear, actually, like as far as some pieces or jeans.
They do.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure you fuck with some shit in there.
Yeah.
They white tees, immaculate. I love their white tees, dog. I love their white tees and black tees. That nigga bugging with that presidential candidate shit though. I ain't fucking with that. I ain't jacking that, bro.
Oh yeah, that shit. I mean,
we already got to deal with bipolar, like white people in office. Like, you know, I take mental health very seriously or whatever. I'm not trying to see Kanye in office, you know, and he's still dealing with whatever he got dealing, like what he got dealing with. I wish him the best on his mental journey or whatever, but we already have seen a lot, you know, from these, you know, so-called like mentally unstable people in office that we already have. So
can't have you up in there.
I'm not trying to, you know, if you was in a better mental
you
space,
might really care one day. The next day you like, man, fuck this shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm gonna press the button. Like I ain't really, you know, you know, I don't. That's just my take on that. Like I ain't really trying to. He bugging with that. Like, you know.
Yeah, I feel you for sure. But as far as like the Gap deal, I'm interested to see how that shit look. 10-year deal, so they got a lot of faith. That's a long time to be locked in to somebody. So I'm interested to see what pieces he got rolling out. If it's anything like his Adidas clothing, like you gave us that already. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think he could still like stay in like the realm of like what Gap present, but put a twist on it. Like if you already got something separate with Adidas clothing, like I feel like with Gap you can kind of stay within, kind of like how he used to dress, like around that 09, 010
I feel like we might get some of that, honestly. I mean, like you say, it's 10 years, so a lot can happen in that time.
I just ain't gonna throw this shit away. I'm gonna give it a chance for sure. I see a lot of people was like, "Oh, we already know what this shit gonna be like," and I'm like, "Nah, this is a new deal, so this is a different venture." So I'm at least giving the benefit of the doubt.
They say next year, so I'm.
Oh, it's dropping next year?
Mm-hmm. That should probably in production now, honestly.
So is that a trend of how people wear clothing? Is that going to change much? Because right now people are in like the athleisure. Is it going to go back to like jeans and?
Honestly, man, I really don't know. Like what I see a lot of people is like the baggy thing in, or is that just something people doing?
I see people doing more relaxed fit, like denims, not really relying on slim cuts and whatever. I mean, I think it's now getting to a point where it's like whatever floats your boat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people not really like looking at, you know, what the next person doing. They're just trying to really express themselves through, you know, how they want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it is what it is, man. Like, it's fair game on anything at this point.
I'm trying to see if I can find that one picture they had of Kanye, like when they had announced it. But I mean, as far as like the style itself nowadays, I don't know. Like I feel like the kids are gonna wear whatever he put out because his Adidas clothing line does move and his sneakers do move. So I mean, whatever he put out, it's gonna sell regardless. The way I see it.
I put like this: if the piece is dope and it's like, if I got access to it and the piece is dope, I wouldn't be against copping none of it.
So can we see Kanye change the culture back from athleisure to more fitted jeans, button-ups, things? Can we see him change that culture?
I don't see him really wearing fitted jeans like that though.
But if he got to deal with Gap,
Gap do more than just that though. They do sweats and shit too though. Like they got whole Gap sweatsuits in there. So it's really how he want to approach it. You know what I'm saying? Like we say, it's 10 years, so it's a lot that he can do. You know what I'm saying? Plus he kind of said he always wanted to do something with Gap anyway. So I'm pretty sure he already had some ideas in the cut.
Nigga talked about that shit on his first album, Spaceships.
Like he got interviews even saying like he wanted to do some shit with them. So it is what it is, man. I'm more excited than that nigga running for president. I'll say that 1,000,000 times.
Didn't he just release a new design for a sneaker?
Yeah, the quantum basketball sneaker.
The quantum basketball sneaker, but didn't that come out around All-Star break?
Yeah, that was the limited one. They brought it back out.
Oh, okay. That one was fire.
Yeah, that's the same one, but it's just
okay.
A different release. That was like a kind of like a soft release they did for it.
Yeah, I fuck with that one, to be honest with you.
I like that shit, bro. That basketball shoe hard. You got any more to say on Kanye or?
No, that's about it. Congratulations, though.
Yeah. Hey, man, did you watch the BET Awards?
Yeah, I thought it was real good.
I didn't really catch all of it. I saw.
It was real good. It was better. I remember we talked about it last year. We said last year's one was probably the best one that they had, which I agreed to. But I think this one might have been better than last year's. So I wouldn't be mad if they kept this format neither. Okay. Sir, he had a great performance with somebody else. I can't remember who it was. And J-Rock and Anderson .Paak had a great performance.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite ones too. The baby performance was actually better than I thought.
Yeah, the baby's performance was pretty good. Meg's performance was good.
Yeah, I just saw the performances. I didn't really catch them. I think I watched the performances on YouTube.
Outside of Man of Seals, it was real good. It was real good.
Yeah, I think that's why I didn't watch that shit because it was her hosting it. So I barely want to watch Insecure because she's on it, but you know I'm gonna still watch it. Them
boy forced Lil Wayne to say Black Lives Matter. I was like, this nigga can't be serious. No, and you fresh off saying like, oh, Black Lives, my life matter. Remember that interview? That was like 16, 17 maybe?
Yeah, he was on, and he had that concert where he was like, well, Black, we was just saying something, man.
He said, my life matter.
Yeah.
This nigga said Black Lives Matter at the end of his performance. I'm like, yeah, I wonder how much BET paid him to say that shit.
That's disappointing, Wayne. That's all I can say, dog. That's so disappointing, dog.
I ain't too much I really can say about it, man. That Lil Wayne shit is just nasty. Like
that Lil Wayne shit nasty.
That shit nasty, dog. Like,
I mean, if y'all listen to the show, like y'all know Wayne is like God tier rapper to us. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga's a coon, though, man.
Debate that with whoever you want to debate that with, but you know, outside of the. You know that little run that he had, bro, cool, man. Like, you know, the Wheezy F, the F is for freaking cool. Unfortunately.
So. But yeah, I really enjoyed the BET Awards. The tributes was real good. I felt like the black commercials were a little over. Like
they had a number of black commercials playing?
They was doing a little bit too. I feel like it was like a oversell as far as some of the commercials. You know what I'm saying? Especially with it being on CBS. So I felt like CBS was really trying to push the kind of like, I don't want to say they was pandering, but I wouldn't be mad if somebody said it.
These days. Everybody pandering.
It's a lot of shit that's going on that we not asking for, that they really pushing.
Like, I see they still putting Breonna Taylor. That's her last name, right? Breonna Taylor.
Mm-hmm. They
putting her face and whatever on basketball courts and street signs. We want these cops arrested, bro. Like all these are sweet gestures and whatnot, and that would be appreciated if these cops were arrested. Like we want these cops arrested, tried, and convicted of the crimes that they did. Like all that other shit is cool, but those are surface level.
The worst one was the real estate, talking about they changing the names of the bedrooms, the master bedrooms. Like, I never ever equated that shit to no slavery.
To no slavery shit
exactly.
Now it was just like, all right, like y'all just trying to dig in y'all
Jersey Mike's changing from BLT to BLM.
That's offensive as fuck. Like come on, dog. Like now y'all playing with us now. Like y'all, like we ain't asking for all this, bro. We ain't asked for all of this. We didn't. We didn't ask for sandwiches.
I think NFL takes the cake though.
The NFL been panicking.
Oh yeah, lift the whole lift year. Their voice to sing.
Yeah, the NFL's been panicking, dog.
You only gonna do it week 1. You might as well do it for the whole 16. But I don't really care about that shit.
So lift every voice. That's like the Black National Anthem. Yeah. I never knew that. Yeah. I never knew that. I guess NFL
I never knew that neither.
They taught me something. I didn't know that. Shit. I'm from the South. Our national anthem is different songs. You know what I'm saying?
I knew it was a black cultural song, but I didn't know it was like the anthem.
Yeah, it's definitely a
Hold
church.
on, so the NFL only doing
it's a church thing, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but I didn't know it was like.
I didn't know it was a black national. So are y'all trying to? Are they just dictating to us that that's our national anthem, basically?
Well, y'all know all the church goers and stuff like that. is going to eat this shit up. But no black person has asked for none of this shit. Like, y'all still ain't give no no damn apologies to Kaepernick for any of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't even touched surface on that.
Y'all niggas doing commercials when all the black you push. Roger Goodell want to push all the black players to do these Black Lives Matters commercials and all them boys doing these videos and shit where they, we matter and all the other shit. Where the fuck was these niggas at 4 years ago? You know what I'm saying? Where was this? Arrest those cops, man. All you niggas in the NFL, y'all save that shit. Y'all just go out and tackle niggas and catch better footballs. That's all y'all want to do anyway. We don't give a fuck about none of you, what you guys, I know me personally, I don't give a fuck about what none of them niggas got to say. Because am I by myself here?
No, you're right.
I'm just like, come on, dog. Like, where was this 4 years ago? You know what I'm saying? Y'all knew this shit was wrong 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden, when it's a majority wave going against y'all ass with this shit, now niggas want to panic and try to save face. I don't respect that shit, bro. I don't at all. That's honestly, y'all should have just not said anything. I would have respected that more. Just don't say anything. You know what I'm saying? Don't say anything unless you're gonna say the right thing. Cause none of this shit is right to me. I never knew Lift Every Voice was the black national. I thought niggas was gonna be insulting. I mean, I respect it, but I thought niggas was gonna play swag.
I definitely heard the song growing up. I heard it, but I didn't know it was.
I didn't know that was deemed our national anthem. Like,
has it ever been sung at any sporting event?
No. I bet money that no, it hasn't.
Yeah,
been.
they trying to oversell.
That's what I'm saying. Like, niggas trying to oversell this shit, and then you only doing it for 1 week. Like, come on, bro.
I only can remember one time hearing it, and that was during like a black swim meet and the AAU black swim meet. That was it.
I don't know what song y'all were talking about.
Lift Every Voice?
Yeah, you had to hear it.
I really don't blame you because you would have to like be like in.
They was trying to kill a nigga the other day on Twitter because he's like, bruh, I've been on this earth 30 years and I never knew that, like, never heard that song.
Listen.
He said he never heard the song. He never knew it was a black national anthem.
I've heard the song, but I never knew that was our black national anthem. And the only reason I've heard this song is from going to different churches growing up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have a set church growing up, so it's like I would just go wherever we went. I heard it several times there, but that was never explained to me that was the black national anthem. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like for 1 week.
1 week. And we supposed to be happy for this shit?
You got other companies who, like I said, you had Jersey Mike's changing their sandwich name to BLM's. Like, bro, like, it's not that serious, man. It's not that serious to the point where y'all gotta act like y'all. And I know nothing but white people came up with that shit. Ain't no black person went into Jersey Mike's corporate meeting and it was like,
hold on. Yeah. So let's BLT is BLM now. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw the little BLM.
They put out it. They put.
And I was like, that's the same thing as a. Oh, that was them trying to be.
It's just like a lot of shit changing that ain't really necessary.
Because the white power is behind BLM now, so now they can give money to their people. Oh, fuck it, we can donate this money.
They put out a statement too about that. They sure did.
Shit nasty, man.
Yeah, shit is nasty.
This shit is disgustingly gross, man. Like, we ain't asked for none of that shit, bro. Like, are y'all gonna make these sandwiches free for black people only? Is that what y'all gonna do? We can end tangible actions, tangible shit that I can feel. None of this other shit that y'all on. I don't know. Y'all can keep this other shit. I want these cops arrested, man. I want the cops arrested. I want tangibles. Tangibles. But yeah, these niggas losing their goddamn mind out here, man. We talked about BET. What about Jada Pinkett Smith and August Alsina?
Yeah, man. What's your thoughts on it, man?
Mike,
Drew, what you think? You think it went down?
I don't know, man. I can't. I don't know.
nigga, what you mean stay out of it?
Nigga act like he know Jada.
I know all them boy. Nah, I'm gonna just stay out of that shit because I don't know. What's done in the dark's gonna come to light.
I mean, I feel you on that. Like, honestly, like, I'm 50-50 on this shit, to be honest with you, because it's like, the more both been vocal about, being, having a mother-son relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying, like, the Smiths haven't had rumors of being, there haven't been stories about them having open marriages, but with the August Alsina shit, I just don't see it going down. Like, I would need, like, some hardcore, like, proof that shit went down, because it's like, I don't know. Like, and the point of it now, like, he put out that long caption the other day. I didn't even read it. Basically, I guess he was saying, like, he said what he said type shit, but he did also say in that interview with Angela Lee that they didn't have sex. He was like, he said when he had a conversation with Will, he was like, he gave him his blessing, like, non-romantic type. So, I don't know. I feel like if he did it, he would have said he did that shit. And a question like that, you gotta ask directly, because you know how niggas is nowadays. You gotta be more direct. Did y'all have like an intimate relationship?
August, did you GTD August? Did you GTD August?
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Cut the crust off the bread. Did you GTD?
And she's saying that. Well, allegedly they deny she gonna go to the red table have a talk. So
how you feel about Tisha Campbell chiming in with her comments?
I mean, she's saying like what a lot of people are saying, like a lot of shit gonna come to the light with them, but
will come to the light.
I mean, how many years we gonna keep saying that though? Because that's been a thing for like over a decade now. Like, they're gonna get exposed, and a lot of this shit is gonna come to the forefront.
What if niggas
it's
don't
like
really care about getting exposed though. Like, can you expose a nigga that don't give a fuck about it? Because obviously they gonna still fuck with each other regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
here's my thing though. Like, even if they did do what they did, that's messy on her part to be bringing them around the family. If you have an open marriage, right, and you fucking other people, why are you bringing them around your family?
I mean, but
now, a part of me that's why a part of me is holding on. Like, dog, I don't think she would be that stupid to have them, because the was taking like trips. They was going to events with each other.
Don't the kids know about this type of shit though? Like, Willow was talking about open marriages with them boys at the table, with her grandma and her mom at the table. Like,
and they pulled out the clip when Jada was like, you could be on your side of the house with the Joker, and I'd be on this side. And even her mom was like, even to me, that's crazy. So there's something there that says, okay, they probably do have an open marriage, but with the August Alsina shit, it's kind of like, and with him not saying it, I'm kind of like, all right, man, like. It is what it is.
Willow wrote an open letter to Tupac Shakur.
I don't think that shit was real.
She posted that. She
posted on her Instagram.
I remember, that was on Twitter. I remember that day. That was like 2012, 2013. I remember that. She was like, Tupac, mommy misses you. I wish you would come back and all this other shit. And I'm like, bro, what?
To be honest with you, though, I feel like that's her like soulmate. Well, one of them. Yeah,
that's cool, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But bro, like, you have a whole family now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I do feel like she loved Will, but I feel like she loved Tupac too.
And that's cool. Like, I'm not saying she's entitled to that. You know what I'm saying? We all humans. I just, at some point, it's just like, when is it too far? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, let me ask y'all a question. As men, are y'all going to allow that type of shit in y'all household?
Hell no.
Nah. Now you're bringing a nigga around the family. No.
Not in that type of relationship. I think I do think they're in that relationship. I do think things are going to come out to where they be exposed, but I don't think they give a fuck. For, like what Mike said, or when does it, them niggas don't care?
Yeah, like, that's what, I don't feel like they worried about getting exposed. Like,
I think the one thing that may come out is Will Smith may be gay, some shit like that. That's the only thing that can come out. Sorry about that. I think the only thing that could come out is like some gay stuff with Will Smith. That's the only thing that I think they're worried about being exposed. I don't think child.
Are they worried about that?
I don't know.
Shit, wow. But like, I mean, me personally, no, I'm not allowing no shit like that.
Hollywood.
Like, if you wanna have a relationship like that, and I'm not really with the open marriage shit, because it's like, what's the point? We might as well just do our own thing and just keep it. Why would I legally marry you and have an open marriage? Like, no. We might as well just stay cool and you do your thing, I do my thing.
We can still be dating.
Yeah.
We can still be dating.
And we could just, because then at the same time, too, I'm not obligated to you.
Yeah.
I'm not obligated to you. We could just link up whenever we link up, but I'm not about to be married to you and be fucking other people. It's pointless. But I see people say who cool with that, and it's like their understanding is like it's more than just the marriage thing. Is more than sex. It's a partnership, a business. So I believe in being married.
Hold on.
I believe in being married. I'm telling you what they say. They believe in being married and having sex with other people because they're not holding sex on a high regard. But to me, it's like it's pointless.
So when people say it's more than just sex in an open relationship, what do they mean? Like, what do they mean by
because their business holds more weight than the sex aspect and the intimate aspect. So they're gonna be married, but their marriage is more like a business.
That's
basically what they saying.
I guess just imagine what's the show on Netflix, the President Show.
House of Cards.
House of Cards. Imagine their relationship. Their relationship was strengthening one another, holding one another up, picking one another up.
Okay.
But they were still open to go be with whoever they wanted to be with because sex didn't mean that much. They wasn't having sex together, so why not be able to go have sex with other people? But we're still in this together. We're still holding each other up. Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing that's what Mike is trying to explain.
It's kind of like when niggas have side chicks, except your woman know about it. Like, I'm not leaving my wife for you, but we do what we do, and then
we all know that's completely different, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your girl, I'm trying to make
you basically letting your wife get piped by other niggas. Yeah.
All right.
You allow her to do what she want to do while you do what you want to do.
All right.
That's basically what an open marriage is.
Look at it like this, Mo. Say you're with your wife, right? And y'all relationship is great. Y'all building just take over shit, right? Maybe y'all aren't so attracted to each other within the next 10 to 15 years. Are you just going to up and leave her, or are you going to allow her to be with other people? That's sort of what those relationships become.
So you mean like I'm not attracted to her, but still want to be with her?
Because y'all are such this power couple that build up so much.
Economically, y'all work great.
Right. And you got.
That's how a lot of people view. Like, I think more of that shit work more for rich people. The middle class, I don't really see that.
have a different perspective. I'm trying to see.
I think with rich people, if the money flow, if they have a great economic relationship, they don't have no stress when it comes to financial hardships, like building each other up when it comes to doing certain business ventures and shit like that.
No, when y'all saying it like that, I completely understand it because that's a different world or realm that they're in.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So it's like I can understand that.
I wouldn't even want to do it if I was rich, to be honest with you.
What'd you say?
I probably wouldn't want to do that shit if I was rich either.
And I agree with you.
Because it don't make no sense. I might as well just do what the fuck I want to do.
It's still weird. It's weird as fuck.
It's still weird.
So with that being said, I just found it funny to me. All of a sudden, the concept of open marriage was so welcoming on the timeline or whatever. But when niggas was talking that polygamy talk, the concept of that got shunned down. It's the same shit damn near.
They saying it's different.
But it's the concept, like, you know what I'm saying? It's still different concepts. It's funny how one concept that on paper looked like it benefit the man, that got shunned down immediately.
Yeah, because it looked like it benefits him.
Okay, now.
But on the flip side, it does benefit the woman.
Okay. And
it has some benefits.
You got to understand, a lot of those polygamous affairs and relationships, the women start those. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, when niggas was talking, I'm not just saying niggas, but I saw women talking about it too. Like, that shit, niggas got shunned for, being open to that. But the same people who are shunning those people, like, open marriage don't seem
it's always
going
to be a double standard when it comes to shit like that.
She can have two boyfriends.
Because they was killing the girl. They was killing the girl who was on Twitter talking about buying lunch, cash apping her dudes money for their haircuts. They was killing her like, sis, like, what are you doing? Like, that's what we doing now? Like, and she was literally like, she would flash to like her passenger. She would have two things of lunch to go drop off to her boyfriends. And they was killing her for that shit.
That's crazy.
She was like, if you tired of
Damn,
messing
her
with
nigga
the
supposed to be
brokies.
hungry? Like, what the
that
fuck,
shit was
man?
She was like, you
right.
tired of messing with like the broke females? Like, come holler at me. I'll make sure your haircut is
Right.
on
I remember
point
that.
and all that other shit. But like,
Oh yeah, she was all the way thorough because she was taking food for her side nigga's girl too. Like I saw all her videos and she was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna feed my nigga.
it's rare.
My nigga and his
You got a
girl.
lot of men who do that, but there's a group of women who do that too. But it's not too many of them. It's not too many of them, but you do have some women who like will spend money on their man if they got it,
Right.
without no type of stipulations with it. That's where it comes. That's a lot of times where it come into play. Like the other day, matter of fact, somebody was like, yeah, so my coworker dealing with this dude who laid floors, but he trying to charge a full price. Like, what is she doing wrong? Like, oh,
dealing
her pussy
with now.
her pussy must ain't no nigga. Like, I don't care what it is. Like, if a nigga doing flooring for free,
Right.
just for some pussy, you's a weak nigga. Point blank.
Have
Period.
y'all ever watched a nigga lay floors down?
Right.
Like that shit ain't.
Nigga, that's a
no-
3K job
That's a
off
job,
rip. That's
baby.
3K off rip.
Yeah, that's not a little small service. That's a job, dog.
And then on top of that,
That's carpentry. Like
you have women trying to use cooking as a balance. Like, you can't compare cooking to laying floors, bro. You can't do it. But I don't even entertain that shit. But it was funny. But
I don't entertain it. I do be reading through all of the comments, though. I do be reading.
like,
through.
but as far as the open marriage thing, if that's what people want to do, cool. But like with me, it's like, it's
I
pointless.
just think it's a part of society. You know, it's some people look at it as weird because it's not what we're used to. But one thing that we're not used to, you know, having multiple wives. But that was something that our ancestors had back then. So, you know, it's all about how
So
you
when
look
that's
at,
what I'm saying because I know about shit like that. So like my question is, when did that get shunned away? Like when did that become like?
Boy, shooting firecrackers outside?
The
fuck is that?
What that is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like my thing is, when did that become like? Oh no, we're not getting away from that because obviously. And again, like I'm not saying that would even work for everybody, but it seemed like that was like the normal back then.
That shit is like right outside on the sidewalk, like in front of the BMW, bro. Real talk. Going on right there in front of the shit.
Damn, I'm boy hitting the block. What is it? What
That
time
shit
is it?
right on the sidewalk.
12:40, dog. God damn. But
No, that
yeah,
shit just sitting there though, like going off.
Yeah, what is it? It don't sound
It looked like a firecracker. Look at that shit.
damn, some thin line between love and hate shit going on right
You see it right there?
here. Damn.
oh, yeah, that shit right there by the light pole.
Yeah, that shit right there by the light post.
Let you light and run away.
Dash, you need to tell us something, bro.
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
All right, bro. All right, Bennett.
Yeah, that shit dying down. I was like, what the fuck is that sound? But yeah, go ahead. My bad.
No, I mean that's all I was saying though. Is like when did that become like, oh, we're Xing that out? Because obviously that was something that was looked at as normal back then. So how did we go from what happened? That's all I'm asking. Like what happened to that?
I don't know. I would say when we start wanting to live like the white
Man, I don't know. I can't call it. None of us was around back then. We don't know what changed.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. If it's a woman that you really care about, you don't want no another nigga piping her, dog.
Exactly.
Let's keep it a
That's what I'm
let's keep it a
saying,
band,
though,
bro.
like-
she ain't no other female,
and I don't
bro.
care how hard these girls be.
That thought in your head.
Nah.
Like, I don't care how hard like these girls even want to cap me. Like, oh, y'all get to have 2 boyfriends. Y'all not trying to do that shit, bro.
Niggas
Like,
might be mentally strong with us. We don't know. I don't know. I know I can't deal with the thought. Maybe Will not really in love with her, but maybe Will is in a situation.
If I'm in a
where-
situation where a girl,
Whoa.
if I'm in a situation when a girl got 2 boyfriends, I don't care about her. Me, Mike. Like to her, I might be her boyfriend, but to me, you just somebody I'm fucking.
Right.
Because there's no way I could care about you and you have 2 boyfriends.
but see, the
No.
thing is, like, even when Will first like met Jada, like he knew that the girl he was first married to, he knew that was his soulmate. Like he said this like on verbatim. He's like, I knew that my first wife was my soulmate, but it was something about Jada. So like he already like that soulmate shit is kind of out the window with them too. Right. You know what I'm saying? And now like,
they say you can have more than one.
I don't see why you can't have one.
I think you can.
I think you can too. So like I mean, for him to say that, that's kind of odd to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely think you have more than one soulmate. Certain people you meet for certain things, like you know. So
I think Will saw like what he's saying. He had somebody that he truly, truly loved, and then he had Jada Pinkett, and Jada Pinkett seemed more of a beneficial marriage. It worked out, but that don't mean like I'm not gonna go fuck this other girl because I don't really care. I love you, but I don't. These feelings like what me and Mike are talking about, like if you really, really love your girl, you can't. Man, no. Maybe he don't feel that way about her, but
a girl out in the street to get trash and come back.
Right, home, but like, so far the marriage has seemed to work out. So something
that's for them.
Yeah, you know that's all I'm
Everybody
saying.
ain't built for that shit.
Yeah. No, everybody can't
I'm gonna
be.
keep it a buck. If y'all whatever I can get caught, I'm not sending my gal out in the streets to get chopped and come back home like or stay wherever she at and then come back days later. Like that's just I ain't come from that type of shit.
Right.
So
and it's like even like the energy aspect is like because you do transfer energy like when you
right.
Have sex
That's how I look at it.
Especially if you like out here rawing too. It's like it's different. So it's like if you going out here, you rawing other people, they going back to your wife. Like that shit nasty on top of that. But it's like, I mean, for the most part, as men can fuck other women and not give a fuck about them. With women, that shit different. You see what I'm saying? For the most part, that shit different. There's not too many group of females who could just go out here, fuck a whole bunch of other niggas and go back to their man. Like, no, there's not too many of them out there like that.
Right.
For the most part, man, you know, do it. But I'm not leaving my wife for you. Like, no, that shit's not happening. Like, we do what we do and then keep it pushing.
Right. And I know a lot of girls going to come back at you and say, nah, fuck that. We could do this. We could do that. Saying...
You can do what you want to do, but when the emotions come into play, then dead it.
Right.
That's all I say.
Girls and boys, like Mike said, man, that is a big transfer of energy. Yeah. If you don't really know that person so like how they really are, you don't need.
You can't give them no more than that either. You can't give them no more than that because once you start like doing the relationship shit with those people, then that's when the shit get fucked up. Because now you fucking her, but then you showing that you know you have certain conversations, or you might be confiding in her, she might be confiding in you. You got to leave that shit for your wife only.
Well,
yeah, for sure.
For real, like for real.
You talking that shit?
Dead ass, bro. Facts. So yeah, like that shit, that whole open marriage shit, that's just kind of weird to me, man.
I think with the whole polygamy relationship though, it's like it's gonna look like that because women are gonna look. You more so see men with two women more than you see a woman with two men.
But I remember when that shit first popped off and niggas was talking about that shit. Like it was a few girls checking in. Who was like, yo, like, you know, I got two niggas type shit too. They were getting,
and they cool with it. The two men is cool with it.
Like I saw both sides of it. Like when that talk first came about, like I saw, you know, 'cause I was like, oh, I want to see the other side. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I saw, you know, certain girls checking, I was like, oh, okay, like.
No, I couldn't do it.
I know girls with a few situations like that.
I couldn't do it because I know it would come a time when we gotta have sex. You gotta be in the same room with me, and I'm not doing that. So, that shit is a dub. That's how I know it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work with me. Let's be real. Like when niggas have two wives, they both getting down in the bedroom because in most religion, if you have two wives, you have to treat them equally.
Equally, right.
Financially, emotionally, physically. All of that, you have to treat them the same. So if a woman has two boyfriends, I know that time is gonna come. And it's like, nah. Yeah. That's why to me, you wouldn't be my girlfriend.
Right. Yeah, real talk. Like,
because I'm not gonna be doing boyfriend shit.
Right.
I'm just gonna be laying the pipe. That's it.
Even how Mike said it just now, like I wouldn't even be down to polygamy shit because, like, the woman that I like and attracted to, like, they do cost on their own. So I'm not gonna have two of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm economical at the end of the day, so. I'm gonna have one.
If I was to do it, I would want them getting money too.
That too, but at the same time, like it's still give and take. You know what I'm saying? It go both ways. Like I would rather do that with one woman. You know what I'm saying?
I think it has something to do.
I think it would have to be a thorough process. Like if you was to do it, because dealing with one is enough already.
Yeah.
Oh,
so if you. She would have to pretty much be just like the one you already have mentally. You see what I'm saying? Like, she would have to understand. Like, it's certain things that you wake up in the morning, you know you wouldn't have to worry about this one complaining about, but this one gonna be complaining about that.
You have to ask Lou Will how he feels about it.
Lou Will ain't doing that shit no more.
Like, not no more, but I'm saying, like, we would have to see, like, you know, because he don't really talk about that shit.
Mentally, they would have to be the exact same woman for it to work. Have to. As far as, like, shit that you wouldn't have to worry about, but...
So,
and Mike, I don't want them getting money.
Mike, what is when you say I'm not doing no boyfriend shit? What is like boyfriend shit?
Like typical, I'm not giving you no money. I'm not buying you no gifts.
All right.
I'm not taking you out to eat.
All right. Chill. Because no, I asked that question specifically because I was thinking about this, and I'm thinking like economically, like thinking about on a higher. Think about Rihanna, right?
Right.
And think about who Rihanna probably dates. Like
she dated some white dude.
Right, but probably was like a billionaire bachelor.
She did. Right? She just dated some Arab billionaire dude.
Some Middle Eastern nigga.
All right. Imagine in their relationship, like is that nigga able to tell Rihanna you can't go date nobody else in the world?
Fucking no.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Right.
And he got money too.
Right.
Why he can't?
He can lay down with what works for him, but Rihanna got just as much.
No, but we talking about a relationship though.
No. I'm not talking about a relationship. I'm talking about this, right? I don't think he's able to say that to Rihanna.
Say what?
You can't go date nobody else in the world. Or I don't think Rihanna can say that to him.
While they're together?
While we're dating, you know, they're dating.
Oh, you talking about dating? I thought you talking about a relationship.
No, they're dating.
No, that's different.
Honestly, that's not even my business.
That's not my business if we dating.
All right.
But if we're going into a relationship,
but this is what I'm saying. If she is fucking some other dude, right? You still probably, if you're that billionaire, you're probably buying Rihanna gifts.
I'm talking about relationship too. I'm talking strictly a relationship.
Okay, all right.
I ain't gonna lie though. If I was a billionaire, I've been tricking.
Like if a girl was to come to me and she be like, "Hey, I want you to be my boyfriend, but I want this nigga to be my boyfriend too."
No. Okay,
that's what I'm talking about.
My bad.
Boyfriend ain't dating.
Yeah.
I'm not your boyfriend if we dating.
Right,
that's dating. We're getting to the process of becoming a couple.
I feel you.
You see what I'm saying? But if you come to me on some, well, I want you to be my boyfriend. I want her. Well, obviously, no. That
you're not ready to be my girlfriend, right? I feel you. I just was thinking.
It would have to be an understanding.
The dating side. I say, all right, I feel you.
And some women probably, but you can possibly have two. Hey, it's a double standard.
Yeah.
It would have to be an understanding. And then I know, sexually wise, it would be a big no.
Right.
Like for me, because it already be a dub off rip. We would have to have our own sessions, and most likely with her, if a woman got two boyfriends, she down with the, the train shit.
That's what I'm saying. If it's like Rihanna, y'all might be in whole different continents.
It depends, but it depends. Like if I was in a situation with Rihanna and she came to me with some shit like that, I would tell her like, "Hey, bro, like I'm not down with that shit. Like he would have to have his own time. I had to have my own time. Like that's how that shit gotta go." I'm just being real.
Nah, I feel you. But, no, that's just, I don't know. For me personally, like, even if she Rihanna, whoever, bro, it
could be anybody. Yeah, it could be anybody.
Different, knowing that she just coming back to you after getting slayed, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. Like, nah, you ain't about to just come lay up under me. Nigga, no. Nigga, like, nah.
And contrary to popular, a lot of niggas ain't cool with that shit, to be honest with you. I think it would hit different for a lot of niggas. Especially niggas with money. Niggas with money are very controlling. Yeah. Niggas with money are very controlling.
Not even the controlling aspect or the money aspect. A lot of niggas just not cool with that, period. And I see a lot of it would be like, oh, niggas' ego's not built for that shit. It's not even about ego. Like, how
you talking about being in a relationship. If you a single nigga, that's different. But if you in a relationship,
no,
that's nothing to do with ego. You just have a certain stand. Like, nah, I'm not.
If I'm single out here doing my thing, I care less who you lay up with.
Yeah, that's none of my business.
Hit me up when you back in town. Whatever, we do our thing. But if it's a woman that I care about, I don't want no other nigga.
But I've seen niggas get called weak egoed for that.
Nah, that's not that.
You know what I'm saying? Sorry if I don't want to share my gal, bro. Like, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Some niggas cool with that shit. Some niggas cool with that shit. I think Buddy cool with that shit.
Some niggas are.
He don't care if another nigga hitting his if he come home and they have an established relationship where okay, financially they work, mentally they work, like they build each other up and all that other shit, but no.
I think, man, I'd be thinking it's some of them case by case, man.
It's case by case, man. It's case by case. It's definitely case by case.
You gotta be on the same frequency as two people.
But then even with me, even if I put myself in that mental state, I'm not getting married to you. I could be in that mental state, but not want to get married to you. Because why get married?
Right.
Why legally be bonded to you?
Right.
Have to go through a prenup possibly. No prenup, all that. No.
All
we could be life partners without getting married.
Right. Facts.
Because then at the end of the day, I'm not indebted to you.
Facts.
So yeah, y'all can have that. But it'd be interesting to see how this whole shit play out, though. To be honest with you, them jokes on the TL was hilarious, though. It just was, especially when they used the clip when Will Daddy ain't want him. Talk about when August asked Will, can you smash Jada? Yeah. I mean, only for a few weeks, maybe longer. Maybe longer. I forgot he said that in that clip. That shit was. No, he wasn't coming back.
I gotta go drive trucks. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Knowing he was hurt. And there's a nigga probably would be crying, like low-key crying if a nigga was asking this or shit like that.
No, it's a lot of niggas that will be crying, dog.
Like, you cool with me?
Yeah. You know, she loves me, you know. She'll be back. She's always back.
So I didn't know that August.
It's never officially came out and said, yes, we were smashing.
He never said that. The nigga said non-romanticizing. No, man. He just said it. He dancing. He danced a whole bunch of dancing in the interview. Like,
that's one hell of a rollout for that red carpet table talk, bro.
How's she bringing herself to the table?
How would she say?
I mean, when
I wonder if she gonna have a moderator.
Her mama gonna moderate. Her mama is.
You gotta clean this up now.
But I did see a clip. I sent it to Mo the other day. I don't know if you saw it. And it was when he was at the table with his mom and Will Smith's sister.
Yeah.
And she was like, I remember I had a sex addiction when I was younger, and I used to think everything could be solved by sex. And August was like, yup, yes. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, smiling, laughing and shit. So I'm like, oh, shit. Like,
nah, man.
Hints like that give people the thought of why they possibly could have been doing what they was doing.
These niggas be telling on themselves.
He was in the back.
That nigga, he was like, right.
But if it did happen, allegedly, if it did, like I said, I don't know. If it did happen, I could see it being on some shit where Jada could have taken advantage of him mentally, going the shit that he was going through, and being that he's way younger than him. Mm-hmm. She's old enough to be his mom, damn near.
Y'all ever dealt with older women? Was it on some like?
Nah, we was just fucking. But I can see with Jay, because it's different. She got a family. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And he coming around, she was like, hey, I don't know what you thought this was. And the nigga probably took it personally. He probably was hurt. He was like, damn, like I fell in love. We was fucking. But she probably was just like, nah, we just fucking.
Yeah, why he going to cry and tell you not supposed to be talking about none of this, period.
I don't think they did it, though, to be honest with you. I don't think they did it. They might have had some type of relationship where it was like, But they both said it was a mother-son type relationship. Now, if it was and you still fucking, then that's real nasty.
Yeah, facts.
That's real nasty, so I don't know. What we got next, man?
My dog Bubba Wallace in this new shit at NASCAR, man. At the NASCAR garage.
Yeah, I'm glad Bomani Jones got Will Kane up out of here. Like, it's a lot of white people mad at the fact that technically they got that shit wrong more than the fact that it was an actual noose and there wasn't no pull down fucking rope on the garage door. Like,
I've never seen a rope. I've been to several like auto garages. I've never seen
that shit take time.
I've never seen no pull down rope look like that before, dog. Right. Like that was a fucking.
That's no shit that you just put together quick.
You hit it on the head. That shit takes time, and if you've been in any auto mechanic shop, the one thing they need the most
is fucking time.
All right, they're not gonna waste that much time on that fucking rope. It's a one simple loop pull down. That's all it is.
Shit, I don't even be seeing that. I just be seeing rope on
the shit, sometimes it's
pull
just
down.
Rope,
like
right.
That's it. I've never seen no extravagant ass. That was a fucking noose. Like, nah. Nah. The FBI full of shit. Like, I don't know what FBI talk about. We don't think it's a noose. I don't know what the fuck wrong with the FBI, but then again, it's the FBI.
Right.
And so it's like,
Did they say he set it up himself?
nah.
No, he wasn't the one who reported it. Bubba wasn't the one who reported it. Somebody else saw it and they called it in. But they tried to make it seem like he was on some Jussie Smollett shit.
Yeah.
But nah,
There was no video to tie him to doing that himself. So
Come on, man. But it's the FBI, like you said.
I mean, but people think that it's far-fetched for that shit to happen in 2020 is what got me wild. It's like, oh my gosh, they lied. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, man.
And
that
like you
ain't
say,
no
like
cool
with the Will Kane, Bomani Jones says, like Will Kane asking for benefit of the doubt.
that they're not like.
No, y'all don't deserve no benefit of the doubt. Like y'all don't.
History hasn't allowed y'all to have
History
that.
allows y'all to have no benefit of the doubt when it comes to shit like this at all.
Right.
So
We've been past that.
and that just goes to show his privilege, with how privileged that he feel like he is.
He's
like,
so emotional when it come to shit being wrong. Like you're not even open to the fact that shit can happen. He goes so hard on, if the truth, you got to be careful with that because if it comes out that, then the people can be so hard to believe the next one. And Bomani's like, well, if something like this can persuade them, they never really cared about it in the first place.
Right.
If they could be persuaded that easily.
Right.
And that's just basically what it is. Like, and I don't feel like they got that shit wrong. Like, it wasn't a news. Motherfucker, I can look at that picture and I give a
That's
fuck
the
what
news.
y'all case say technically.
Yeah.
So, to me, like, a noose is a noose at the end of the day. Y'all can miss you with the shit of it being there since October because what's so different now? Anderson Bubba Wallace garage, like, come on, dog. I miss all this shit.
Even if that shit did since October, it's still wrong.
why was that there in October? Nigga? Like,
that don't
the fuck,
change
like,
nothing.
That don't change nothing, bro. Like, you know what I'm
Shit
saying?
whack.
This whole, trying to make him look like he did
This
shit.
is
Like,
before the Black Lives Matter movement.
But isn't Talladega one of the most racist places that they actually take place as far as NASCAR? I think that's what they were trying to say.
that whole Florida area is pretty fucked up, though.
Okay.
So, it is what it is, man. But, I mean, in my opinion, I feel like NASCAR did the right thing. They took it serious. They took it very seriously. They escalated the situation. It was the FBI who dropped the ball, in my opinion. But like I said, I'm not expecting the FBI of all people to, be on the right side all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man. Speaking of Florida, man, NBA start back at the end of this month. Florida bubble. I saw what player was that last night? They had got their Corona ring, and they was showing that shit on it. Ibaka.
He got it?
Yeah, he got his ring. He was showing that shit on his IG story, and I guess they got to do a couple more tests before they start traveling down there and whatnot. How y'all feel about this shit, man? Because
Florida, it is what it is. Like, just
Florida cases keep going up every week.
I mean, they gonna have the season regardless.
Oh yeah,
They having the season regardless. Ain't no going back now. So they're
It's-
just gonna
it's
try
still-
to. They're just gonna try to quarantine people as much as possible if they get it and don't.
but it's still niggas in the league still coming down positive with this shit though.
Yeah.
Like,
And what they say is they'll quarantine them and then they'll fly them back down there to join the team when they finish quarantine. That's where they at with it.
It's crazy shit. It's about $1 though. They
Yeah.
gotta get the money.
They say that Disney World shit cost them about 150 M's.
Are they playing at Wild World Sports?
Yeah. I saw some soccer players take pieces of their food. That shit looked like some Fire Fest type shit. That shit looked
No.
trash.
they had them
man.
niggas eating like scraps. Like,
Yeah, that shit looked like some scraps,
nah, they
bro.
played them
Disney
boys.
World?
Yeah.
And I've been to Disney World. They food top notch, so I know better than that.
Yeah, they got them boys eating. They got them boys eating like bag.
So I don't know.
box lunches.
I don't think the NBA will allow no shit like that though. I don't know. What if they do? Like, it's gonna get nasty for niggas. Niggas ain't gonna want to play no games. I saw some of the courts though. Like, them shit look raw. Them shit like in like ballrooms.
Yeah, I saw that.
It look like
That was the
AAU.
practice courts. That each one of them had their
They
own
look like an
practice
AAU
court.
setup,
Yeah,
bro.
Indiana
Right.
Pacers, Miami
Right.
Heat. Yeah, that shit crazy. That shit gonna be wild, dog. I'm looking forward to it though. To be honest with you, I think it's gonna be the best champion we probably ever had, dog. Like, going up on what they had to go up against. Like, we ain't had no shit like this happen ever. Like, niggas really mentally gonna have to be tapped into this shit. Like, you gotta understand, you can't have no outside outside shit that you used to. Like, so every day is going to be the same routine. You're going to have to wake up, eat breakfast, go play a game. You can't leave. You don't have to pack a bag to go fly nowhere. It's not going to be like how regular playoffs be. Low groupies. Like, this bubble is really restricted. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, we're really going to separate. You're going to really get to see who really care about basketball.
Yeah, wouldn't it play out more for the vets? Like, wouldn't the vets be more disciplined to be able to do this?
I can't say that because J.R. Smith is a vet. And we all know how J.R. get down. So, it just depends. It's going to boil down to the player. You got some young niggas who hungry. Because you got some niggas who ain't getting paid like that who can take this opportunity to be like, especially if they have a chance to get in the playoffs. Like, think about the Grizzlies team. You know what I'm saying? Like, or the Pelicans. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have a chance to actually beat in the playoffs. See, so they might approach this shit different.
Right. I'm thinking more of a LeBron because I'm thinking of.
I'm not worried about LeBron faltering.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking of like 82 games that you got to play. That would probably hurt LeBron more than this break that he had to go through. I think LeBron could just jump back in and just get straight back to being LeBron. So that's why I think this kind of benefited him, the vets, the older guys.
He had nothing to do but work out and rest.
Right, you see what I'm saying? Instead of playing real 82 games back and forth.
Because this supposed to be the finals right now, right?
Free agency. Yeah, finals in June.
Oh, yeah. Damn. Yeah, that shit would have been over with already.
Free agency is supposed to be going on right now.
Damn. Mm-hmm. Hey, the basketball timeline will forever be like fucked up, kind of like.
Yeah, because I'm more game 7 of the finals supposed to be October 12th. But
yeah,
I mean, with this whole shit, man, I'm just happy to see sports are coming back. But if niggas don't want to come back because of the virus and other issues, then I'm for that too. But I'm still glad that basketball is coming back. We already know NFL ain't canceling shit. I did see they canceled the first and last preseason game though.
Yeah,
and they canceled the Hall of Fame game. So. I don't know, man. It might start. We might lose some regular season games.
What about college football? How do you? I don't
see it.
Thrilled. Not thrilled, but I'm excited
because you got some presidents. You got some presidents saying if we ain't having no students on campus, we ain't playing no football.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but then they get money.
College football down here.
That's billions of dollars on the line.
That's billions of dollars.
Even high school football, I heard a lot of people talking about, if y'all don't get this, we won't have football. Like, football, my least of my worries, and come to high school. So
right, but in Texas, that's huge, though.
I mean, it depends. It's going to boil down to, like, NCAA going to really have to make the final call because, like they say, they got money on the line, too. Mm-hmm. But I can see them doing something similar to, like, NFL, like, no fans, having the football players, but are they having classes? Are you voiding academic ineligibility? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you voiding that?
We're a month away. We're a month and 2 weeks away from college football.
We'll have to see, man.
I don't see it happening because they would have been talking about it. How they talking about the NFL? Like NFL, they didn't waste no time. They dropped their schedules and everything on time. Like they never showed no signs of pulling.
We not playing, right?
Yeah, I ain't hearing nothing from the NCAA as far as college football and going off like how quickly they pulled the March Madness tournament and all that other shit. They would have been saying something. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta think they pulled. We didn't have no March Madness this year. They pulled all that shit. So seeing all of that and now how this been.
Yeah, baseball doing 60 games, I think.
Yeah, see, we're gonna have MLB, NFL, and NBA at the same time. So it's like
NCAA money hungry. They might work something out.
I feel like we would have been heard about it though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to see how the South reacts. That's all I want to see about.
We'll see. Shout out to what dog first name? I know his last name Maker for going to
McCord? McCord Maker.
Yeah, McCord Maker for going to the HBCU, going to Howard.
That's him.
Mm-hmm. They got it's like 5 of them boy, dog. Like it's a lot of them.
Word.
Yeah, he got 2 more little brothers after him.
There was this one football player who decided to go. He got like 5 FBS one.
Jackson State.
And he ended up going to some school. Yeah, football player.
I think it's Jackson State.
Yeah,
I know you're talking about. Yeah, but shout out to him, man.
That's big, man.
Yeah,
I hope other people could follow him.
These boys start going to these HBCUs, man.
You could be number one. Like I said, you could be number 1 draft pick anywhere, especially in basketball.
What I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I think it's easier in basketball to do than
I saw
football.
somebody who said the media might try to flip it. And
you had some like I think Dominique Rogers-Cromartie went to Middle Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. I think he went to Middle Tennessee. I think that's at HBCU, if I'm not mistaken.
I saw they was trying to flip it like the media could say, well, this dude didn't really play nobody at these colleges or whatnot. And I'm like, how could you say that if these still D1, you know?
Some Hall of Famers went to HBCUs.
Yeah.
I think Jerry Rice went to Mississippi State. Mississippi State Valley University. Shannon Sharp. I think. Is Chattanooga HBCU?
Who?
Chattanooga? Tennessee Chattanooga?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not sure. I don't want to say it is.
I want to say T.O. went there. And I want to say Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie went to a HBCU, if I'm not mistaken. I think he did. I could be wrong, but yeah, I know for sure Jerry Rice went to one.
Yeah, I know Shannon Sharp did for sure.
I'm waiting on this kid Mikey Williams, and I'm not gonna.
He got like 2 more years.
I'm not gonna put pressure on, bro. But like I'd had to look back and say, dog, this dude still got 2 more years to play high school. But when I'm looking at it, he keeps saying, like, you know, I'm going to go to HBCU. Cool if you want to do that.
I'm not buying that because niggas commit super early.
And then,
I see niggas commit, like, as a sophomore.
Right.
And then it's like, you know, but then they saying, I saw one tweet that was basically trying to play him, like, you know, you going to say all this now, but, you know, all Duke got to do is buy you a car or something. He was like, dog, like, my people got money, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I come from money. Like, I'm not stressing over no school buying me nothing. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, like, you know, if he talking like that, then
that's what he said. Something like, I'll die before I take money from Coach K or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And he also just got a
Corvette. Yeah.
Yeah, like he come from money now. Like his people already was straight. So, you know, he talking like he can't be bought.
Yeah.
You know?
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie when he went to Tennessee State, which is HBCU.
I thought so.
Word.
I thought Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he went number 8 in the draft.
So don't people want you? They gonna come scout your games regardless, bro. Like it don't matter.
Right, and I think basketball, you can see their pure talent and athleticism.
Because arguably you could come out of high school if you want to.
If you wanted to, people can see that early.
With football, you have more to. Your body has more. It has to grow a little bit more.
Like it didn't affect Zion. Zion played in high school. Zion was playing midgets. You know what I'm saying?
His body developed way before I seen any athlete ever, dog. Like he's already damn near in his full grown man body at 19. All he got to do is maintain.
Right.
Y'all see how he look now? Like
yeah, he cut some weight.
That was good.
He was tired of Booger McFarland picks.
Yeah, he saw them Booger McFarland comparison.
Y'all ain't about to play me. But you got to think a lot of niggas don't get to their prime body till about in basketball till about 23, 24, 25. So by the time Zion hit 24, 25, niggas trying to play him on some, he would already been too far gone type shit. But all you got to do is maintain his weight.
All you got to do is follow LeBron. Do exactly what LeBron maintained that size.
LeBron actually got bigger.
Yeah, better than anybody.
Well, I look at LeBron rookie year. He didn't get into his full grown man body till about 06, 07. That's when he got into like how he looked now. But like his rookie year, because you kind of see the jersey hanging off him.
Yeah, he was kind of small back then, but he was still big.
He was still big, yeah.
He wasn't as
diesel.
Like how you see, like yeah. And he still kept his speed and shit too. So.
Yeah, so we'll see. I'll be interested to see what's going on. We got anything else before we get up out of here?
Oh yeah, Redskins they on the ropes of changing their name.
Money, man. Money.
What the fuck? What would the
Daniel Snyder don't want to change that
I'm
shit.
not against them doing this, but I'm saying what would they even change their name to at this point? Because
I see some people saying they want to change it to the Red Tails to recognize Tuskegee Airmen. Changing it to the Red Tails.
That would be dope.
Some people say Warriors. I'm not against the Warriors because I know they used to have some throwbacks that just got the spear on it, and doing that. And I see a lot of ignorant people trying to compare Redskins to Seminoles and Indians and all of that. Like we not about to do that.
Oh, they was talking about the Indians changing their name too.
I mean, they could do that, but it's not a slur. Right. Let's not get it fucked up.
Yeah. Because
Seminoles, Indians, Braves is not a racial slur. Redskins is a slur.
Bomani Jones wore the Caucasian shirt on that one.
Yeah.
What was that show he had?
Some
he wore
show,
it was Caucasians instead of Indians, and them boy did not like that shit, dog. They was not feeling when he did that shit.
I think the Indians logo is more.
The logo was more offensive than the name.
Than the name, because you got plenty of teams with the Indians, but I seen that and we not about to do that. Y'all not about to sit up here and try to compare Seminoles to Redskins. Like,
but then
this shit
again,
ain't going down like that.
Nobody in here quote unquote Native American, so we can't tell them boy how to feel about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
But I know it's not a racial slur.
True.
Yeah.
Redskins.
But if they feel
a way, I can't tell them how to feel. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they had the conversation even with when Florida
State.
Florida State. Right. With Florida State when they do the the pregame with Chief Asuela. So, but they have an agreement with the locals.
Like, they saying
like to even have the name for them to do that, all of that. You see what I'm saying? Right. They try to say they took a poll for the Redskins and like 90% said, but then they had a group. But it was more the younger people who took more offense with it than the older ones. But even still, like you said, like Martin Luther King said, if there's justice somewhere, there's justice everywhere. So even if a small group of people feels some type of way about it. But the only reason why Daniel Snyder changed it so quick because Nike pulled and FedEx called him about it. See, Nike and FedEx ain't called him in 2013, so that's why he ain't changed it. So now he's saying that he gonna change it is because he couldn't afford that financial loss.
Nike and FedEx didn't call him back in '88. I mean, this has been a discussion
forever.
It's been a discussion.
But now that he saw them boy pull their shit from Nike, FedEx was like, "Hey, we own the rights to the stadium." So
FedEx is on that stadium, bro.
But like, Nike should not. They don't. You shouldn't get so much props either because you knew this as well. You knew it was offensive.
Yeah, Nike kind of played both sides now.
Exactly.
Just last year
they can capitalize.
Just last year they got boycotted because they was dropping that some Air Maxes or some shit that had one of the old American flags on it.
The old Confederate for 13 stars.
Yeah, and it was like, nah. And how you gonna drop a Colin Kaepernick Air Force One then try to double back in?
Right.
Like, nah, fuck all that. So it's like. Everybody's saving face at the end of the day. That's like I ain't saying
everybody hands in it is
everybody hands in this shit is tainted at the end of the day.
Right.
Like, I'm
and
not
the cops still aren't arrested.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, stop doing this shit. Stop spray painting Black Lives Matters on the road and then still beating us up on the fucking road 3 hours later.
I just don't want to get to a point where like the Redskins is the Redskins. That don't mean that you're gonna have to go down a line at everybody. Cause that's what I'm saying. Like. Yeah. The Braves don't got to change their name.
Right, I know
the Indians don't got to change their name. I even saw some shit about the Vikings because the Vikings used to torture people, enslave people, and all that shit. Like, I'm like, all right, man. Like, I ain't got no beef with the Minnesota Vikings name, bro. So,
and man, shout out to that Robert E. Lee pack that I smoked on in front of the White House, man. Feel me? Shout out to that George Bush pack.
Yeah, I saw somebody ask the other day who's the blackest team in the NFL. I know it would take some time for me to do that, but I'll be interested to see who got the most black players on their roster.
Just look at the offensive line. Whoever has the most offensive line that's black is probably gonna have the most because that's the only white people.
Yeah, really. Yeah, be on the O-line. You right or tight end.
Right, though. Like you really all right though.
It don't really between blacks have skill positions. I mean, whites have skill positions.
It's on the offensive line. That's it.
Like the last decent white cornerback was like Jason Sehorn, and he been out the league years now.
Then it was him and Robert Lynch at the same time, but Robert Lynch is a
safety.
Yeah. So.
I'll talk about strictly corner.
Yeah, I can't see for the boy play safety. Know that nigga name. Is
the boy we play safety?
I applaud you, right?
Jason Sehorn was nasty.
See, I don't remember that. I don't remember.
I remember him from playing like the first Madden's on PS2 and shit.
And then eventually towards the end of his career, he moved to the. And I remember because Steve Smith burned his ass for that 16-yard touchdown against the Rams. So yeah, eventually
white receiver is becoming over like the last 10 years.
It's starting to grow.
Yeah,
But before they was it wasn't really.
It was like Don Beebe and. Who else?
It was Don Beebe and Steve Largent.
Yeah, who else? Right.
Damn, I ain't heard that name in a long time.
Steve was nice though. He's a Hall of Famer. He was nice. But like, I mean, recently it was just like Jordy Nelson, Danny, Julian, Wes.
But not like real.
I'm that nigga receiver.
Like the true outsider, just Jordy Nelson.
Yeah,
he was the only one. He was the only one.
And he was equipped with AR.
A lot of boys couldn't stay with his ass.
The racist wide receiver that played for the Eagles.
Oh, Riley. He was outside one.
Yeah, Riley Cooper.
He wasn't Jordy Nelson, but he had a couple of years when he was doing his thing. Jordy Nelson probably was like the white wide receiver that really was like a Julio Jones or Antonio Brown.
The closest,
yeah.
Shout out to the Eagles fans that be trying to talk crazy to me when I post whatever I post, my Patriot shit, whatever I posted. Because my nigga Mike, he think he's slick. I posted when we first signed Cam. I posted on my Facebook. I say, Hey, I told y'all we was gonna sign this man. This man gonna post us right under. He posted a little fines to the fines and shit that we caught for this season. Like we had to pay $1 million. And he said, did you post this too? And I was like, dog, what about Riley Cooper? Like, you had a whole racist? So I never see you speak on Riley Cooper, bro. So it's like, you know, I get it.
Shout out to Cam for finally getting the deal too, man. And these Panther fans get on my nerves so bad, dog. Like, y'all niggas got to stop all this cap when it comes to this Cam Newton shit. Like, a lot of y'all niggas take that shit to New England, man. Because a lot of y'all really didn't come on until Cam got here, which is fine. You could be a Cam Newton fan. But all this extra shit about the team is, like, dead it, man. Let that shit go. I see people talking about, Cam should he should have held out in 2018 so he could have got more money. Like, there's not one Panther fan who would have supported Cam Newton holding out 2018 with McCaffrey going into his second year and us just getting DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel coming off an injury. Then this Teddy Bridgewater shit. I'm like, y'all would sit up here and talk all this shit about, can the man throw deep? And because Joe Brady had like a webcam, I think, a couple weeks back, and he was talking about like how Teddy Bridgewater make other people better. And some of the fans was like, how? And like, what you mean, how? I seen a man lead the Vikings to the playoffs. He got hurt. I seen him play last year with the Saints. I seen the man throw deep. He went 5-0 with the Saints. Like, Why
he did everything the Saints asked him to.
Yeah, I mean, Cam is gone, bro. It is what it is. Like, I wanted to see Cam stay, but I got Teddy Bridgewater. It's not big of a drop off. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
What y'all mad at the end of the day? All I'm gonna say is don't start riding on Teddy when he start balling out, because I think the nigga throwing at least 26 touchdowns this year, and that's just being nice. Like, our offense side of the ball is straight. I got no complaints on that side. The defense is gonna be some growing pains, but I think our D-line going to be nasty. That back seven, I'm not sold. I'm not sold on the back seven. But we got Derek Brown. We got Kawan Short coming back. We got what dog last name is? Gross Matos, I think his last name is. And then we got the rookie last year who got Brian Burns from Florida State. Our D-line going to be crazy. But that back seven, I ain't really sold on the back seven yet. I got Shaq Thompson at linebacker, so I'm straight. But it's just like I see a lot of slick shit, you know, when it comes to the... But I will say, our fan base is very emotional, dog. I think we have one of the most emotional fan bases in the NFL, dog. No bullshit. Like, when we love a player... We love a player, and they will not let that shit go. And it's like, bro, like, I get it's a business. Certain shit shouldn't go the way it shouldn't go, but you just gonna shit on the fucking team, bro. Like, Teddy Bridgewater should be catching strays for some shit that he ain't had nothing to do with.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
what are they saying about Teddy, though?
They're saying, like, can he throw deep? He ain't really about to be like that. Oh, we signed a career backup to replace Cam. Like, damn, bro, the man was a starter before he got hurt.
Yeah, right.
That man was definitely a starter, and he had just as much ceiling as Cam. So.
But, yeah, I mean, don't get mad at that shit. It's just probably people that don't know. You know what the hell you talking about, so just...
That should just be whack, bro. Like, I just be getting tired of seeing that shit, bro. Like, damn, bro, like, say something positive about the man. You see what I'm saying? Like,
but...
And the shit that killing me, the shit that make me mad the most is the tanking shit. Like, they really want to tank for Trevor Lawrence, and I hate that shit. It's like, damn, bro, like...
You got a squad.
And I got a black quarterback. Y'all talk all this shit about but you want to tank to get Trevor Lawrence. I ain't got nothing against Trevor Lawrence, you know, but I'm not about to sit up here and take a season and get this man if I got Teddy Bridgewater, and I know he can ball out. We ain't sign this man to no 3-year deal, $60 million just to fucking tank.
Right. Fact.
The man played under Joe Brady in 2018 when he was their offensive, like, a consultant. And then I just saw what he did with Joe Burrow down at LSU.
I like Teddy B.
I think Joe Brady gonna have an NFL coaching job in less than 2 years. Like, no bullshit. I think with him, I don't think we're gonna be like from worst to first type shit. But I think our offense is really gonna do some shit, man. I got faith in Matt Rule. I got faith in Joe Brady, and I think if Joe Brady come out the gate swinging this year, he'll have a job next year, easily. He could have easily stayed in LSU, and you saw what he did. Because I was like, man, when we got Matt Rule, I'm like, man, if we could get old boy from LSU, that should be huge. And then when we got him, I'm like, okay, we straight now. So, and Teddy Bridgewater, there's certain things I know I won't have to worry about him with, like, as far as accuracy. I think he's more accurate than Cam. Cam is the overall, like, he could do more for you as far as playmaking ability.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just like, I don't have no big drop off with Teddy Bridgewater. Right. I know what Cam can do when he healthy.
You got a great running back, so you're not even gonna have to rely solely on Teddy B right now, even though you can.
And with the Cam Newton shit, it's like, and anybody know you could pull up our clips on the podcast. Like I defended the nigga, but I also held him accountable too, like for some of his playing. But his playing wasn't bad. It's just like it was times when he overthrew receivers that he shouldn't have.
Right.
Playing while he was hurt when he shouldn't have. That affected his gameplay. But it's just like everybody's saying like, oh, his career was wasted. Like we wasted his career. Like how can you say that? He had really 1 year where he really didn't have nobody, and that was only midseason because Curtis Samuel got hurt. So we had weapons. Mm-hmm. Curtis Samuel was a big weapon 2017 that we lost, and he got hurt. So then you was just left with nobody. But just to say that the narrative is like they don't have nobody.
Right.
And if you had Cam Newton fans transition from Carolina to New England, they're going to say the same shit. And I know Mo's a Patriots fan. Like, let them boys go out there and they be losing games, but Cam is like, oh, my God, who is he throwing to? That's going to be the narrative. The narrative is going to be that he didn't have nobody to throw to. Like, when you look at the ending career at Cam in Carolina, the narrative is that he didn't have nobody outside Steve Smith. That's what it is. He ain't had shit.
Which ain't true. And you know because
it's not
you watched
true.
every
It's
game.
not true. Even Kelvin Benjamin's rookie year, he had a great rookie season, and then he fell off. But just to say the nigga ain't had nobody, so Curtis Samuel wasn't shit. DJ Moore, he got hurt. He didn't really get to reap the benefits of DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel, but we had the team necessary to win. But they're just gonna roll with this notion that he ain't had shit. It is what it is. Like, you had Greg Olsen, and they always say you want to get a quarterback, a tight end. Right. Then if you don't have a tight end, well, he didn't have a Gronk. Well, he didn't have a Jimmy Graham. Well, he had Greg Olsen his whole fucking
career.
tenure.
Yeah, the whole career.
3 straight 1,000-yard seasons. So, I don't know, man. Just Greg Olsen never gets talked about for some reason. He never gets talked about. So, it is what it is. We got anything else? You get up out of here?
I'm good, man. Like how you were saying, like a lot of the Cam fans coming.
I see a lot of people say it might be an AFC Championship matchup between Cam and old Pat Mahomes.
Honestly, bro, like that would be like one of the best games ever, bro. Like real talk.
That should be raw.
That would be a good game, bro.
I think Cam gonna bounce back.
I'm happy we signed Cam. That's the first thing I said. Like when I saw Brady leave, which I kind of expected, especially how well, first off, the way we lost in the playoffs, I would have bet my whole life that Brady was going to come back just because how we went out. But, to see him leave and then him take Gronk with him and shit like that, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Much respect to Brady. He's still the GOAT. But I'm a Patriots fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta ride. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, "Oh, we gotta sign Cam." Yeah. Like nothing else makes sense, especially at Cam's stage in his career, at Cam's stage in his career, Bill Belichick's stage in his career. I felt like it was a match. You know what I'm saying? So for it to finally happen, I'm with it. We just need to make this shit work. That's all I can really say. So
who Cam gonna be thrown to? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, some of them Patriots fans kind of fluky out here now.
Hey.
I'm going to leave it like that.
Hey, I can't speak for everybody, man.
5% bucks.
That's disgusting, dog. Like,
and to be honest with you, and both of y'all know, I jumped out the gates on that nigga early. I was like, dog, that nigga ain't no real Patriots fan. And y'all was like, nah, I know him. He a Patriots fan. Dog, he reeks of a bandwagon, dog. I ain't gonna say dog name on the podcast. I ain't gonna do that.
I know.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew dog really wasn't no Patriots fan, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. 5% bucks. He became a Patriots fan when Brady won his first ring. That's point blank period. That's a lot of Patriots fans. My uncle like that too.
That's disgusting, dog. Hey, but real talk though. All right, let me just ask y'all something. All right, Brady came in 2001, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Even if a nigga came in with Brady, I'm just asking hypothetically, because this don't apply to me. Even if a nigga came in when Brady won the first ring, up until 2019, wouldn't that be enough years to be like you a real fan? or are you still a bandwagon? Because we ain't win rings that whole 20 years that he been with us. So would that still be a bandwagon?
No, it depends on the age. Because you a kid, then I get it.
Yeah. If you exactly, I'm
gonna keep it a buck. I started watching football like seriously when I've been like 11, 12 years old. So I mean, a lot of people say that's too old to be. You know, you should have been had a team. Like people been telling me that. I'm like, dog, like. What the fuck you mean?
See,
like
I feel that way because niggas be like, oh, are you?
See, that would have been the Drew Bledsoe era, so I ain't really tripping. You was 10, 11 in 98, 99, so
exactly.
If you was riding with them before then, that's who it is.
Y'all gotta understand, like
I'm just speaking for me. It's funny when niggas become a fan when the dynasty kicks off. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Now, if you just happen to be, you know, the luck of the draw, then it is what it is. But it's just funny to me.
Right. I mean, it is what it is, but that 5%.
But I don't really see it too many Patriots fan for the most part. I don't really. It's not a bandwagon thing with the Patriots because if you're a Patriots fan, you're really a Patriots fan.
No, I don't see that.
I don't see that within their fan base.
No, if I see a Patriots fan, I don't really take you serious. I feel like you came just for the bandwagon.
Oh, you
honestly.
do?
That's me.
To me, it feels like the year.
I encounter that a lot. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like,
but that's because I've been a football fan my whole life. So.
Yeah, so you know.
Yeah.
I ain't watch,
like that. That's what I'm saying. See, me and you know.
Like, I ain't watched football my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I watched basketball. I was watching basketball before I was watching. Yeah.
So naturally, everybody knows.
I just have a thing. It's like a sixth sense with me. Like I could just tell if you faking the funk. I can tell.
5% is nasty. That's disgusting, dog. Like,
I can tell.
That's nasty to me, dog.
I say like even with the Cam Newton shit, like I can see us getting new fans, especially if you're a kid. So if you're a kid, like let's say for example you about 21, 22. So that means you was born 99, 2000. Yeah, so Cam was really like your introduction to. So I get it. See, like me. I was introduced to the Panthers like 98, 99, 2000, like around that time, like when we was babies. Like I'm older than the Panthers. You see what I'm saying? So like I was the DeLome time, C. Smith time, like that was my time. So it's like ain't never gonna be a player or anybody coming that not gonna make me a fan. Right. Like I love Cam, but I ain't following your ass to New England. I support you from a distance, my nigga, but you know, I'm Teddy Bridgewater now.
I'm switching teams, period.
No, I'm not switching teams.
I don't understand. That's like, Mike, you just said it. It makes sense for like younger people, but no.
I understand how niggas could be talking like you could be rooting even a percentage for another team. Like, no. Like, if my team not in the playoffs, I can have a team that I want to see win. But, like, no. I would have liked to see the Titans go to the Super Bowl because it was a good story. I like to see the underdog get to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't want to be up here like I'm some old Titan shit. Like, no.
Right. And I'm going to keep it a buck. I only know 2 Titans fans.
I know 2 Titans fans.
I only know 2
My boy
Titans
Brian
fans.
from New Mexico, and then my boy Ant. He a Titans fan.
I know 2 that I know for a fact are Titans fans. Like back McNair, like Prime, like yeah.
But I didn't really see too many of them popping up when they started getting on their playoff run.
Too many Titan fans.
But I will say though, they got a loyal fan base though. Like the Titans,
right.
Like if you a Titans fan, you not a bandwagon,
right? You've been
like you've been a Titans fan for. You was a Houston Oilers transition to a Titans fan, like them boys, yeah.
Or you started watching football when they was around with the Rams,
Javon Curse and all them boys.
If you started watching football around that time, then.
But then you had a lot of Houston fans, Titans fans who just waited it out and became Texas fans when they came back.
Right, true.
Because like my brother, he was a Browns fan, but he's a Ravens fan now. Because when the Browns went away in '95, they became the Baltimore Ravens.
Right.
So I said, well, why you didn't become a Browns fan again when they came back in '99? Because he said that's not the original team. Like the original team became the Ravens. So and I was like, okay, I can understand it. Like if the Panthers was to transition to another team, I can see myself doing that. If the Panthers was to come back, I don't know how I would do that.
Right.
I don't know, but I can understand his viewing of that.
I feel you.
But you got, like you say, you have some Houston Oilers fans who's like, man, I ain't rooting for no Titans. And when the Texans came back, they Houston Texans fans. So
yeah, it just be confusing to me because I know me. I've been a football fan my whole life. I'm talking 2-3 years old.
I can't see myself switching, bro.
So, like when people be like, "Oh, so are you a Panthers fan?" Like, no, nigga, I've been a football fan before Panthers was around. Like, no, I'm not switching because Panthers came around.
Yeah, you a Packers fan. That's crazy. That 5% shit was wild.
That's
though.
crazy. I didn't even know about that.
Niggas don't do no shit like that, man. I don't give a fuck how much I love a player, bro. I ain't following you. I'm sticking with my team,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Derrick Rose was probably the biggest.
It was insulting,
ever. Like,
and I get that because it was insulting me. Because people was asking me, it was like, "Dog, you ain't about to be a Patriots fan or what?" I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck you talking about?" Like, if that's the case, I would have not been a fan when Brady tore his ACL that year. Like, I would have been jump ship. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that was 10 years ago, so I would have been jump ship then. So I don't even understand that. It's like, nah, you ain't about to be with them boys. I was like, all right, bro.
That's how I look. Brett Favre left.
Like, and then at the end of the day, bro, even if we didn't sign Cam, right, and we was trash, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been spoiled for a long time watching NFL, you know what I'm saying, with being with my team. Like, so I wouldn't be tripping, like, if we was trash and, you know, having to build back up, like, I wouldn't be tripping off that.
I'm glad that I'm getting to that point to where I don't care about football that much because I know Green Bay is going down those years, like the next 3 years.
You don't see y'all doing nothing when A-Rod hang it up.
Nah. I think that team is dumb, and they piggybacked on AR's back for a long time. So
they depended on him too much.
Yeah. So when he gone, it's gonna be trash season. See, I've been blessed for the last 20 years, last 25. Damn,
between Brett and AR?
30 years. Yeah, I've been blessed. So fuck him though. We ball.
My dog said he a cheesehead for life.
That shit crazy because I could have went to the Broncos, but I mean, big ups to the Broncos. You know, Peyton won a ring there, but I was not going to follow Peyton to no damn Broncos for 2 years. Then I would look dumb as hell.
My dog would be on his 5% shit, dog.
Shit's crazy.
That's nasty, dog. We got to get up out of here, dog.
Are you riding with your squad when them boys is at the pits of the pits of the pits of the NFL, bro? That's why I look. That's
when
how
shit hit the fan, are you still a fan?
Yeah, bro. And that's what we gonna see with the Patriots, bro. We really gonna see who really Patriots fan when they shit if it does happen.
When you gotta call on Matt Hasselbeck, you know shit is real. Like out the door. Well,
he's an announcer or some shit.
Yes,
now? Like,
they call that nigga off the job. Put that.
What was your record last year?
We went. What was that?
Like 7-9.
Yeah, 7-9.
Shit, we was 6-10. We was worse than the year before that. And I've been through like the year before we got Cam, we was 2-14. Like it got to times on Sundays where I didn't watch us play at all, so I could even tell you what game. And I'm good with a lot of our games from certain seasons. 2010 season couldn't tell you shit because I already had hung it up. I had hung it up by week 6, 7. By that time,
You still ride with them.
and then last year, like when we played Drew and them in the Colts, didn't watch it. We played the Falcons, didn't watch it. Saints, damn sure ain't watched that. Like when we really got out of play, I think the last game I watched was the Redskins, and that shit pissed me off, and I was just like, all right, that was it. I started to see it coming. It's kind of like you gotta let the shit happen in order for this shit to blow up. Like the Cam Newton and Luke Kuechly era is over, and motherfuckers gotta let it go.
The writing's been on the wall.
Like we really going into a new decade with no Cam and Luke Kuechly, but we came into a decade with Cam and Luke, and it's just like that just goes to show you how fast time go by. Like when you get to the Super Bowl, you gotta take advantage of it.
Facts.
You gotta take advantage of it. I felt like if Cam was healthy and he had a ring to work with, he would have still been here. But shit don't work out like that.
That nigga ain't jump on that ball.
I ain't even gonna say it was that.
No, I'm tripping.
I mean, a lot of people have even watching that shit live, I can see why he didn't do it. So I wasn't even mad at because the way he probably
weird.
It would have looked real weird. You see what I'm saying? Like I could have saw how that shit would have looked, but
I didn't understand that at first too. But when I watched it, I was like, nah, he shouldn't have did that. He would have got hurt. But NFL season's gonna be one for the books. NBA season, of course, be one for the books. MLB, I'm just really getting into baseball, so I'm gonna just watch that for the love. So, like we say every week on this show, man, if you hear anything that gets you in your feelings, always remember
we're just some messages.
We out.